Due to his relentless effort to draw development to Ijere Kingdom, King Monday Obukoko Atọwuski Odure I, Ovie of Ijere, has received reports of census of houses in Jese Town carried out by Jese Town Elders Forum. Chairman of Jese Town Elders Forum, Mr. Edomidagan Loki, presented the report to King Monday Whiskey, and the king acknowledged and briefed the house while commending the committee for a job well done.
An address presented by Elder Edomidagan Shelley Igbo Loki, Chairman of the Titan Community Elders Forum, on the occasion of handing over report of census of houses in Jese Town to the Ovie of Ijere Kingdom, His Royal Majesty Monday Atọ Obukoko Whiskey Odure I, on the 20th February 2021. Jese Town community is the political, commercial, and religious headquarters of Ijere Kingdom. There are so many sand dredging companies along our roads, a locally built market, supermarkets, maternity center, private hospitals, Nigerian police station, army checkpoint, public and private primary and secondary schools, hotels, plaza, etc. His Royal Majesty's work in Jese Town community. The work of His Majesty Monday Atọ Obukoko Whiskey Odure I and Ovie of Ijere Kingdom began 118 days ago up to today. Within this short period, our king with vigor has made the following great contributions to the growth and development of the Jese Town community. 1. Institution of viable and effective youth body. 2. Curbing courtesy. 3. Siting of government hospital in Jese Town. 4. Checking youth improper dressing and hairdo. 5. Security of life and property. Success story of Jese Town community. The Elders Forum recorded amongst others the following successes. 1. Championing the SPDC building of 6 classroom block for now Jete Primary School with the Pa Uzol Sam as committee chairman. Clearing of our roads of makeshift stores. Spearheading police evacuation of accidented and confiscated trucks, blocking adjoining roads to the police station. Brokering peace betwixt inhabitants of Mission Road and Sharpstone Construction Company while the road was under construction. Securing surplus scholarship for our children. Securing surplus skill acquisition training for our children. Negotiating the repair of the technology transformer in Jese community. Contributing financially towards this offsetting Ijere Kingdom indebtedness to BEDC sometimes ago. Resuscitation of the proscribed youth activities in Jese Town. Settling of land and boundary disputes betwixt inhabitants, to mention but a few. Appreciation. May I seize this opportunity on behalf of myself and the Jese Town Community Elders Forum to appreciate His Majesty for his gesture of allowing us make use of his palace and sponsoring the day's activities. We appreciate all and sundry for finding time out of your busy schedule to attend this occasion. Conclusion. I appeal to all of you to cooperate with our King, His Royal Majesty Monday Atọ Obukoko Whiskey Odure I of the Ijere Kingdom in his bold efforts to foster peace.
I want to specifically thank the chairman of the committee and the membership of Ijere Elders Forum. I set up this committee principally to ensure that we know the numbers of houses that we have in Jese Town, and to also go further to know who the landlords are, because once you get those data correctly, you can then live from there to know who the tenants are. And once you know who are your tenants, we are helping to check insecurity.
Yes.
And once you know who your tenants are, we move to the next level of knowing the streets where those houses are located. By the grace of God, Jesse Town, the administrative and traditional headquarters of Ijere Kingdom, is now an urbanized town. And within the town, you can now drive up to 8 kilometers. Therefore, operating with this old issue of my house is behind somebody's house is no longer tenable in the present day reality. I have put this committee in place, and we want to progress to the position of ensuring that our streets are well named, and that we will create time when those streets, they will be written out, they will be pasted in public places for people to go and object or accept. But one thing that is very sure from this committee activities is to ensure that the original owners of streets in Jesse Town, that they are retained. We want to maintain our old street structures. And even the new streets, we also want to make sure that there is equity when you come to first builder or first occupier of a street. Because one thing is for you to buy land first in the street and build. And when others build, they take crew from you, because the first man will decide where to put the road or where the road should go, how it should be. From now, we want to see how we can put our heads together, come up with another committee that will specifically know who the landlords of these houses are, because from the report that you have here, in Jesse Town, that is the administrative headquarters of the kingdom, you have stated very clearly here that in Iriekere quarter, you have 759 houses occupied. You have 66 unoccupied, total 825. In Enau, you have 110 houses occupied, 20 unoccupied, 130 in number. In Iriekere quarter, you have 2,627 houses occupied, you have 778 unoccupied, bringing the number to 3,405. In Igele quarter, you have 65 houses occupied, 15 unoccupied, bringing the number to 80. In Odokpo, you have 1,217 houses occupied, 400 non-occupied, 1,670 total. In Owotemu, you have 151 houses occupied, 72 non-occupied, total 223. In Onowo, you have 275 occupied, 19 unoccupied, 294 total. In Uduge, you have 49 occupied, 5 non-occupied, total 54. What that translates to, that is that we have total numbers of houses of 5,253 in Jesse Town occupied, 1,375 non-occupied, and you have a total number of 6,628 houses in Jesse Town. By simple mathematics, if we say we have 5 people in each of those houses, that is 5 times 6,000. That gives you a population of well over 30,000 people. So planning for the development of Ijere Town, Jesse Town starts from here. We want to first and foremost, when we tell people that Ijere now has a population of over 150,000 people, people think we are joking. If Jesse Town has a population of over 30,000, you have other predominantly high, densely populated community in Jesse Town like Boboroku, where you can be talking of a population of over 15,000 now. You have Lugbe and Jawini, where you can be talking of a population of over 10,000. You have Irodo, Edeje put together, where you have a population of over 10,000. You have Onyobu 1, 2, and 3 with a population of over 10,000. So by the time you go like that, if we take a real accurate census of Ijere Kingdom today, we have over 150,000 people living in the kingdom of Ijere. I want to commend the chairman for a job well done. I will sit with my OVN council we will look at this report and we progress to do other areas, because we want to be sure that we know who our neighbors are and that we know who are the inhabitants of this kingdom or of this town called Jesse Town.
In another event, the niggling communal clash between Irodo community in Ijere Kingdom and communities from Orion local government area in Edo State has been addressed by King Monday Whiskey. There has been reports recently about alleged incessant attacks on farmers in Edo State by hunters from Ijere Kingdom, which reached a climax a couple of days ago as the Edo communities decided to retaliate. King Monday Whiskey, in a swift move, summoned hunters from the three Ijere clans, namely Jesse Central, Onyoburu, and Boboroku, to his palace, as well as representatives from the Edo communities. In his address, the monarch pronounced a ban on daytime hunting to allow farmers farm peacefully to avoid a breakdown of order between the both counterparts. A representative from the Edo community thanked King Monday Whiskey for adding his voice on the matter, stressing that their people have been living peacefully with their Ijere counterparts and would want that to continue. In Jesse, my name is Akborero Henry Akpos for Rero TV.